What is a die crack? How much is a die crack worth? What's a spiked head coin? Stay tuned for answers to these questions as well as many others in this installment of Quick Coin Tips. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up for this video and subscribe so you'll be notified when new videos are posted. A die crack on a coin is a raised line that appears on the coin as a result of a coin being struck by a die that is cracked. There are several factors that can affect the hardness of an actual die. One of them is the annealing process. If a die is annealed improperly, it can result in the die becoming more brittle. Because of the repeated immense pressure it takes to stamp a coin, it's inevitable that these dies will wear. It takes approximately 60 tons of pressure to mint a quarter. As a die wears, cracks can form, and these cracks cause metal to flow into the die during the minting process instead of imprinting the detail of the coin as it was made to do. It's important to know that this raised line isn't extra metal for the coin. That metal was intended to be in the coin to begin with. It's just not part of the detail because of the die crack. If these cracks aren't discovered during the quality control process, they'll get worse and they'll result into more severe deterioration of the die, like die chips, pre-cuds, and cuds, and we'll discuss those further in future videos. Die cracks are relatively common on coins. A die crack can add or take away from the premium of a coin based on its location, size, and shape. If you want a quick tip to tell if the line on your coin is a scratch, gouge, or it's actually raised and is a die crack, click the link above and I'll give you some good tips. Here is an example of a die crack on a 1983 penny. The die crack is pointed out by the arrows and the die chip is circled. We'll talk about die chips in a later video. Here's another die crack on a 1983 penny. And here's a die crack on the reverse of a 2000 penny. You can see it starting at the rim of the coin at the top of the photo, and it goes all the way down through the roof of the Lincoln Memorial Building. And here's another die crack from the left side of the rim on the reverse of this penny over to the side of the Lincoln Memorial Building. And here's another one on the right side, lower part of the Lincoln Memorial. As I said earlier in the video, these are really common and they're spotted pretty easily under magnification as long as you're looking for them. And here are a few other examples. Here's one on a newer shield penny, and another small one on the reverse of the shield penny. There are several different die cracks that are so common they've earned names from the coin community. For example, there are spike head coins, there are skull crack coins, there's also a spitting horse and a speared bison. We'll talk about each one of these die cracks and take a look at their unique characteristics. A spikehead coin, as defined by cudsoncoins.com, requires that the die crack touch the rim of the coin and any portion of the bust head on the obverse of the coin. Here's an example of a spikehead penny. You can see where the die crack starts at the top of the coin by the rim. It goes through the W in we all the way down to the top of Lincoln's head. And here's another one starting at the top by the rim. It passes just to the left of the W in the word we and goes down into Lincoln's head. You can see this one also is attached to a die chip that's circled, and then it leads back into a crack and goes further down the penny. Here's a recent eBay sale of a 1956D Lincoln wheat cent with a die crack on the obverse. This particular coin was an auction, and the winning bid was 21 cents. This penny can be considered a spike head because the die crack starts at the rim and does go into the bust head on the obverse of the coin. Here's another recent eBay sale. This 1955 double die obverse Lincoln cent sold for $350. Now we all probably know how high the 1955 double die Lincoln cent is. I wonder if the die crack on this one added to or took away from the price. Also, here's a good question for you. Leave your answer in the comments section for this video. Would you consider this die crack a spike head coin? And here's another popular die crack subcategory. This is the 1999 Delaware State Quarter. This is a relatively common variety that you can find on 1999 Delaware quarters minted in Philadelphia. You can see the die crack goes from the horse's nose to the top of the C in the name Caesar. You can also see here that this 1999 Philadelphia minted Delaware Spitting Horse Quarter, graded Mint State 63, was sold by Heritage Auctions for only $12. And another variety is the Speared Bison nickel. Here's a 2005 Denver minted nickel, graded at Mint State 66. This nickel doesn't have a die crack, and it sold for $15. But add a spear and you get a 2005 Denver minted Mint State 66 speared bison nickel for $1,265. I hope you found some value in the information from this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications of future videos, go ahead and hit that bell icon. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Mint Miser, out.